Welcome back to Movie Plot Recapped. At the beginning of the film, we notice Max. He was telling the therapist about how people had died as a result of his looks. It means whoever looks at his face, dies. Here, the therapist becomes unable to understand what Max is saying and how is that possible. Upon which Max starts his story that when he was born the doctors died when they said what a pretty baby. Later on, his parents shift him towards a less populated area where they have to interact less people. They have covered his face with bandages so no one could see him. The therapist declares it depression when Max uncovers his face. The therapist dies at once. At dinner table, his parents urge him to go out with his friend to enjoy life. And he could make friends, he couldn't spend his whole life in the same place. Now, Max thinks that people might consider with his bandages that his face might burnt or he might be a serial killer. Max was bored with this life and wants to have a life that every teenager spends that he could enjoy. But how could he get that kind of life? He doesn't know about this. Max wants to talk to his friend but he ignores him continuously. Max becomes ragged and throws his phone down. His friend hit him too furiously. In the next scene, we notice Max at a hospital with his mom. People stare him badly over there. Watching this, his mom asks him to bring a magazine. Max doesn't find any magazine over there, rather he finds a girl. She says that magazine isn't the solution of your problems. She might think something and gives her magazine to Max. Later on, Max comes back after having a treatment. He comes at Max's house to apologize him. On Valentine's, he was impressing his girlfriend. Meanwhile her friend comes. He knew that Max kills people with his looks. Now her friend is taunting him by forcing him to reveal his face in front of everyone. When Max doesn't do this, he tortured him physically. After this the people of the restaurant pulls him out. His date was ruined and his girlfriend leaves from there. After this incident, Max becomes disheartened and tries to attempt suicide. Meanwhile, the hospital girl Alex comes who tries to elucidate him and takes him to an old home. To show him the importance of life. And to make him understand that one shouldn't commit suicide upon these trivial things. This idea of Alex works and Max enjoys a lot there. After leaving from there, Max invites Alex again but she rejects and goes from there. Max becomes habitual of all this even he didn't ask the reason. The next day, he goes to the bus station where he met Alex. He finds her again. Max convinces her and takes her with him for shopping. They spend quality time there. People stare at Max shockingly but Alex doesn't bother this all. Max comes to know that Alex has a heart disorder. If she feels any emotion her heart starts to grow. If overgrows it stops beating as well. Alex is under treatment and has to take medicines timely. Afterwards Alex takes Max at a cinema where they enjoy a lot. Alex tells Max that she wants to enjoy the life. Max is her first friend. Max becomes happy to know this. They again visit to an old home. They feel bad to notice a lady sitting alone. Because she was waiting for her son at her birthday. Who has never visited to see her. Meanwhile, another lady elucidates her that life isn't an easy thing. Along with good times one has the bad times as well. Listening to this Alex becomes emotional. At night she wishes to see Max's face. Later on, both get into the blanket and Max asks her to close her eyes. He takes off his bandages from his face and ties this over her eyes. Now Alex feels his face with her hands. Now Max was playing video game with his friends. He receives Alex's call because her condition wasn't stable. She doesn't tell anything about this to Max. The hands of Max's friend burn and he takes him to the hospital for medication. They both meet Alex there, but she acts weirdly and doesn't introduce them with her mother. This disturbs Max and when he meets her, he questions about her yesterday's behavior. She tells Max that her mother doesn't like that she befriends anyone. Because friendship creates feelings and she considers this all harmful for me. That's why she doesn't tell truth to her because she gets more anxious after my checkups. Both again visit old home to meet those ladies. Where they know that one lady reaches to deathbed in the weight of her son. No one bears her condition. Because, Alex becomes emotional and her nose bleeds. She leaves from there and she comes to Max that he could help her. It is very difficult to wait for the death like this on bed. He could show his face and releases her from this life. Max does so, he shows his face and she dies at once. From that day Alex avoids Max and doesn't reply her texts. Max disturbs from this and for the first time, he fights with his parents. His parents become shocked on this. He goes for hangout with his friend. His friend takes Alex's phone and invites Alex with him but Alex doesn't respond. Max becomes upset and exhausted that he goes to her home to talk to her. After coming here, he knows that her condition is unstable, that's why she ignores him. He becomes upset for her and likes her either he tells her or not. Alex too doesn't want to lose Max because he was her only friend. She enjoys her company. On asking her what he could do for her, she replies that he could donate her heart. Or he could take her a dance with him. Alex becomes well dressed and reaches to Max's house. Max was quite excited and was coming down without his bandages. On reminder of her parents, he goes back. Alex tells him that her mother isn't happy of her coming here. But she couldn't make her sad. She agrees because she was not having any other option left. At the dance party, Max and Alex enjoy it a lot. With the sharing dance, her heart fills out. She becomes emotional and her nose starts to bleed. She at once goes to washroom. Max comes to his friend. Meanwhile, that restaurant boy comes and starts to bullying him by forcing him to uncover his face. He holds Max and uncovers his face in front of her friend and she dies. Police comes to arrest Max and while going, he notices the unstable condition of Alex. She was taken by an ambulance. After coming out of the police station, he directly goes to Alex. He knows there that Alex lied to her. Actually, no medicine could sustain her. When she was 16 years old, doctors indicate that her life-saving chance are only 16%. Alex has accepted this all. And was leading the life like this. Later on, Max comes into her life and she wishes to be happy and alive after this. This all was an illusion which she was giving to herself and Max. After this, Alex asks Max to show his face but he rejects. He leaves from there furiously. By hurting by all this and from his face he starts to ruin his face. His parents come to resist him and Max cries a lot by hugging her mother. Now, Max's friend tries to elucidate him that he has to do something instead of crying. Alex needs you badly by this time and you shouldn't leave her alone. This is a bad habit. By agreeing with him he again visit to Alex at hospital. Where both share an emotional moment together. Later on, Max makes her eyes close and uncovers his face. The shocking thing was that Alex doesn't close her eyes and watches Max. But she doesn't feel anything. Instead of Max's face, she gets into deep emotions. Her condition becomes unstable. After the death of Alex, he realizes that Alex was right, that his face isn't a curse but it could help the troubled people. After the departure of Alex, Max with his face makes the death easy of people on deathbed. He finds a purpose of his life and he never forgets Alex. The movie ends emotionally.